Welcome everybody, this is How to English, Teach and Learn with Gav and Em.
It's a podcast about teaching and learning English as a foreign language.
All opinions stated are personal and references will be given where possible.
And that's why it wasn't a turnip or a marrow, it was in fact a butternut squash. See?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Didn't expect that coming, did you?
Wow.
Oh, right. Episode
38.
Very good. So I want to know, what have you done this week online? But before we start, we do need to say thank you to our huge YouTube following. Okay, it's not huge, but a very respectable number of people have been sending lovely things to us, and I have to mention one person called Helping Myself, who really liked our grammar episode 11, How to Grammar. And Patrick T. Randolph also has been really supportive for the last few episodes, so that's really wonderful. Thank you to him. We had Petra. She wrote "Wir uns kennenlernen," which is we get to know each other in German, I think. Wrote some really nice stuff. And Jenny Taylor shared a sleep and relaxation video with us, which was about 8 hours long, and it had lovely classical music. Not exactly sure what Jenny was telling us, but we are very grateful for that communication.
Thank you, Jenny. And wasn't there a really nice message from someone called Maxie?
That's right. Yeah, Maxie wrote to us on Instagram and it was really, really nice and talked about how motivating we are and kind of re-energised him as a teacher and how positive he's feeling about his classes. And I'm sure his students are really grateful for his hard work.
That made my day, that message.
It was lovely.
It really did.
Yeah. So thanks to
cheer
Maxie.
Me up as well. It was lovely.
That's brilliant. And thanks to everybody. Yeah, cool. So, like I said, this week online.
This week online, because it has been online this week.
Yeah.
More or less. I had one lesson that wasn't online.
Okay, well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this week online.
Yeah, so I feel tired.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's been a long week, isn't it?
I'm drained now. And I was thinking about this, that our old style of teaching used to be face-to-face. It isn't as demanding, I think. Not in the same way.
Face-to-face?
Yeah.
How's that?
I think online is a lot of focus and it is a lot of concentration for the students and the teachers. So we decided to talk a bit more about this in depth today, to have a kind of question and answer thing. Because I've got questions, Gav.
Have you?
You don't know what they are.
I have no idea what your questions are.
And I've made a few questions for you. So
okay.
You can answer my questions.
Well, I might have a little surprise for you later too.
Well, I think you might have mentioned that there was something coming.
There will be something. But
I don't know what that is either.
It depends what you're going to make me do first as to what I decide.
I see. It's like that. Aha. Well, I'm not going to be hard on you. So, yeah, don't panic about it. Things happened this week and I thought, what would Gav do?
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. And also, what would our listeners do?
You never watched Mad Men, did you? It's like, what would Don Draper do? But you don't know what that's about.
No.
Anyway, for those who watched it, you know. But what would Gav do?
Are you going to pause after each question so that our listeners can sort of write in? Oh, no, that would take weeks, wouldn't it?
I'm going to pause. Yeah, it would. I'm going to pause after each question so you can answer me. Is that all right?
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you might need a long pause.
Okay. But just to begin, as an introduction, can we talk about some issues and just aspects of teaching online?
I thought this would be a fun one where we can just talk
it's
about
kind of fun,
comical anecdotes.
What do you? All right, let's not do the quick fire questions. But I'm just curious. First of all, take your time with it. What do you
get on with it?
What do you actually do with you use your laptop? Yeah.
I do.
When you teach online.
Except yesterday I was on WhatsApp and I had a video call on WhatsApp. So it was basically me sitting, I'd say pretty much in my pyjamas on WhatsApp video call. I was wearing my little headset, so it did look quite professional, but I was lazing on the sofa and just had a good old chat with my student.
So you were business from the neck up.
Yeah, I think he could see I had a hoodie on. That wasn't really very professional.
All right. Well, we maybe have relaxed a little bit. I think even, corporate business, it's still online. It's slightly less corporate.
Well, it was his suggestion.
All right.
Not the pyjamas. I mean, the on WhatsApp.
So That would be weird. I would definitely say no to that suggestion.
Go on.
What were you doing with your phone? Were you just holding it for...
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I've got a little holder, but I decided just to hold the phone in front of my face so that I looked a bit more professional.
Switching hands every 15 minutes?
Yeah, it was about 45 minutes, but it was fine. Yeah, go on. Are you asking me about my setup then? Because
you're using your laptop...
I've got a little holder for it.
What's a holder?
Well, it's a small metal frame. I bought it a while back.
Specifically for the purpose of holding up a laptop?
Yes, it's really good. It's adjustable. I put it onto a book... And the title of the book is actually quite a big book.
You're opening a drawer?
No, I'm not getting the book out of the drawer. Architectural Styles, A Visual Guide. This is by Owen Hopkins. Now, you don't have to use this book, but it's really chunky and it makes the laptop high enough for the students to be able to
That sounds like a coffee table book.
It might be.
So that is a chunky book, isn't it?
It is a chunky book.
So chunky books are good. Your little stand thing sounds very professional.
It looks it as well.
And made for that purpose.
Yeah, and then it folds away. It's brilliant.
Ask me.
So what do you do, Em?
I use a shoebox.
Do you? What size?
Shoes or shoebox?
What size shoes?
No, I'm not telling you
that.
Right, but the shoebox is an average size shoebox.
Yeah, go on.
And I've cut holes in it for ventilation.
For the shoes?
For the laptop.
Oh, so the laptop sits on top of it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
clever. It's like a fine line between jeopardising the integrity of the box, but allowing the air to move around.
Oh, you mean like the slits have to be of a certain
I've tried it a few times with different shoe boxes which weren't successful, where the laptop was too heavy and it just all collapsed, yeah. So anyway, that's one
very
thing.
Practical.
Because the first week, to be honest, I was using just the laptop on the table and it was really hard looking down, and the students are kind of looking up your nose. Okay. And you're typing and it's
neckache.
Neckache. Okay. Serious neckache. But now I get sore elbows. Do you get sore elbows?
I do, but I try to do little dances and things when the students aren't looking at me.
Elbow dance.
A little elbow dance, and might stretch out and do sort of like bird wings, sort of flapping gently. As long as students can't see me, just keep those arms moving. A little bit with the legs, but... you have to be very subtle with these moves.
I have to remind myself, sit up straight.
Yeah,
elbows off the table. It's like when I'm a kid and my mum's telling me how to sit at the dinner table.
Elbows off the table.
Elbows off the table, sit up straight. And you're not leaving the table until you've eaten everything. No, that's not it.
But you could jam a pillow or a cushion behind your back to keep you nice and straight. It's really, really important. I agree. You
can get these special chairs, but I don't know. I'm using just the kitchen table. But
I think I can hear it creaking now.
I think I am doing a wiggle. That like physically it's draining.
Yeah.
Mentally, it's very draining.
Yeah.
So I started off Monday morning, first lesson of the week, 8:30, logged on to Skype for Business.
Other video chats are available.
Yeah. Something went wrong with I don't know whether it was the invitation. No, it was all fine. It connected. My audio, my student was using headphones, couldn't hear anything. It was like robotic kind of interference, and I kept saying, no, I'm sorry, I can't really hear what you're saying, and he kept telling me things, and he's like, I can't hear what you're saying, so please stop talking. So I said, use the chat box, signalling, use the chat box. And finally, I think we decided to change platform. So then he sent me an invitation on Microsoft Teams, and I opened that. Something really weird happened, and I ended up using Skype while he called me on Teams. He was calling me on Teams,
is that
but
even
I was
possible?
using Skype.
Wow.
Well, apparently it is. I didn't know you could cross-platform interface.
That's really interesting.
It was really weird.
I didn't know that. That could be quite useful, actually.
I couldn't explain what happened and how, but he said I'm using Teams. I said I'm definitely using Skype. I can see the box says Skype, so somehow it worked.
Okay, you got there in the end.
We got there in the end, but it was a lot of feedback this week, a lot of echoes, a lot of just difficulties, technical difficulties.
I heard that one of the platforms was down on Monday. That influenced your video conference.
Could have been that. But the problem was Skype originally, so Teams was actually okay.
Oh.
Have you had any issues this week, Gav, online?
Specifically, like technically, not Not massively. I accidentally ended a lesson very early.
Oh, well, that's not anything to do with the technology,
that
is
was
it?
just
You've only got
stupidity.
yourself to blame for that. So that doesn't happen very often, though, does it?
No, it doesn't. No. So, no, not really. I don't think I've been let down by any of my tech. Overall, fairly successful. I had a lot of cancellations, actually, this week.
Oh, paid cancellations?
Maybe some of them were. Yeah. So that was all right. I mean, terrible for the student, but brilliant, as I got to do some extra planning during that time.
That's nice.
And organise myself.
But I'm finding when people do cancel, when my students say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it, there seems to be this underlying obligation to reschedule because you're online, because you're not going anywhere, because you're not inconveniencing. Well, they don't think they're inconveniencing you. So it's kind of like, what's the big deal? Can we just do it 3 hours later or tomorrow?
Assume you're more flexible because you're at home.
Which I kind of am, but I also think, well, actually, I'm not.
That's the difficult one, though, because, I mean, if you can spare the time, then why not? You haven't really lost anything.
And that's what I'm asking myself, like, why am I being so difficult? Like, I can just do it another day.
If you make an arrangement with somebody and they let you down, then, it's kind of their fault.
Yeah. And the policy kind of is 24 hours.
Okay, yeah. If you're working for a company, they've got a policy. We need to stick to these rules, or there'll be anarchy.
I still do just sometimes say, "Oh, go on then. Let's do it tomorrow. It's fine."
You're one of the good teachers. That's good.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just think it's if I can, I do. That's it, really.
Good. Can I have a quick fire question now?
All right. Yeah. Fine. Let's move on. So, quick fire. This means what exactly?
That I can't think about the answer. I have to just give you the first word that's in my head.
Yeah. Well, not just a word. I mean, you're going to need to give me a sentence.
Anything could happen now.
So just spontaneous answers.
I'm ready.
Don't overthink it. I want your first reply. Okay, Gavin, you're teaching.
Hold on, I'm Gav.
Gav. Okay, Gav, you're in the middle of a lesson.
Yes.
A fly lands on the top of your laptop screen within vision, within sight.
Yes.
What do you do?
Nothing.
Leave it.
Yeah.
What if it lands on the screen itself? What if it lands on the webcam?
That would be hilarious.
Terrifying.
Terrify the students. I would love that to happen. Could you make that happen?
No, I have no control over flies. So what would you do? What would you do?
Nothing. Absolutely
Still
nothing.
Yeah, just leave it.
Yeah, I would, because my response is to kind of swat it. And I know if I do that, I'm going to just break my laptop. So, no, nothing. Okay. If it landed on my lip, I would scream.
Ew. Yeah, okay.
That'd be disgusting. So, or on my nose or something.
Body is different. Okay, next question.
Yes.
Your students insist you put a funny background on your screen, platform.
Yes.
Something like the moon or whatever, jungle.
I can't do it in Teams. It doesn't let me.
You can't.
I tried so many times.
Great excuse, anybody that's out there who's thinking, I can't be bothered. Just say I can't do it. It won't let me.
Yeah, the one that I did use I think it was on Skype, was, that with like black teacher's boards and the green wall.
Right, yeah.
It was so
original,
boring.
Yeah.
It was so boring. I really liked it. And it was backwards, which was even better.
Okay, moving on. Next question. Your student hasn't put their camera on.
Yes.
What do you do?
Tell them to put it on.
Just tell them.
No, I say, I can't see you. And then they might mumble something. I say, no, I can't see you. I can hear you. Can you see me? And they say, yes. I say, well, have you put your camera on yet? I'll just keep asking them until they do.
Okay, good. Next one. Your student doesn't come to the lesson on time.
Online.
No message, no anything to say they're late. They're just not there.
You know what I do?
You're in the lobby waiting.
I assume that it's all my fault.
Oh, maybe it's not this time. Let's say it's not your fault.
Okay,
there's no message. You're just there.
I assume it's my fault, and then I go to my emails or I check my messages and see if I've got confirmation for the lesson.
Yeah.
Secondly, then I assume it's the student's fault, and so I email them or I text them or whatever.
All the same time you're waiting for them on the platform, hoping they're going to allow you into the meeting.
Yep.
How long do you wait?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah, that's eternity, isn't it? Online, waiting in the lobby.
It is, yeah. But you can get on with other things. I've always got 10 emails that I need to answer, or jump on the gram and start liking stuff.
That's true. There is always something to do. You're never alone with a mobile phone, as they say in English file 19 something or other.
Oh, that's great. I've never heard that. Okay. That's brilliant.
Gav, would you like a tea?
You know I only drink coffee.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that could be arranged.
Oh?
Followers, if you enjoy listening, watching or reading Gav and Em's How to English Pod, visit coffee.com/howtoenglishpod.
That's coffee, ko-fi.com/howtoenglishpod. And it would be lovely if you bought us a tea or a coffee to show us support. You could even get a mention on our show if you'd like.
Okay, next question. A small child or a cat suddenly appears at the elbow of your, or like, you know, in the background of your student's camera.
Yes.
Do you mention it? Do you comment?
Hello. Who's this? What's your name?
Cat or child?
Exactly the same response.
Same.
Hello, what's your name?
Uh-huh.
That's it, until I'm introduced to said cat or child.
Right. Good. Lovely.
Or dog. Or a tortoise.
Anything.
Got plenty of tortoises
any human or living thing, yes.
Yeah.
Lovely, okay.
And some inanimate objects, but I try not to, I don't talk too much about the background. I think it's sort of personal space, so I don't start saying, oh, wow, you've looks like you've got a bit of dust on that book, or, you know, that vase has moved. What's going on there?
Yeah. Oh, no, not a weekly. Wouldn't say weekly basis. That wasn't there last week. What have you done?
That would be weird.
That is creepy. But I mean, like, oh, that's a beautiful painting in the background there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No.
I think it's a bit like if you say about this student's appearance, like, oh, you've had your haircut, or you didn't have a beard
I said that last week. You've
or
had your haircut.
That's a pretty dress you're wearing.
You're not supposed to say you've had your haircut.
I just avoid all that. I think it's personal.
All
unless the student mentions that.
Okay.
It might be different between us. I have no idea. It depends on your relationship with your student.
Yeah. Right. Well, I kind of see where you're coming from. Like, mentioning personal things might not be in...
Oh, you look tired. Somebody said that to me the other day, and I just thought, I don't want to hear that from you.
All right.
So I don't imagine they want to hear it from me.
Okay, last question.
Yep.
Your student makes the camera kind of pan, and you realise they're only wearing their pants.
No.
T-shirt, pants, no trousers.
Oh, well.
Pants in the British sense. Pants.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Okay, wearing underwear. Well, I've had bare students.
Bare, like completely bare?
Underpants only, I think.
Right, underpants only.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Didn't want to see that. Really didn't want to say
what
that.
do you do? How do you react? Acknowledgement or not?
I think the first time I said it, I just went, oh, is it hot there? And the student said, yeah, and it's like, I've finished work. And basically, I don't care what you think. And I thought, okay. And I think the next time it happened, I feigned quite a lot of shock. And I think the student realised that I wasn't very comfortable with
Can you
him.
not sort of make a joke of it, and just say, well, I think we need to set a few ground rules. Like, let's just make sure.
No, I wouldn't say that to an
we
adult.
wear trousers okay.
Yeah, I think you need to be fully clothed, even casual, in a nice t-shirt or something. But no, sitting in your underpants.
Yeah, it does seem quite out of order.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I say I don't understand Microsoft Teams? Is this slander? I don't think it is. It mystifies me.
Yeah.
It absolutely mystifies me. I cannot understand it. I hope I'm not alone. I have other students that say the same thing.
I don't understand.
How does the invitation work? How does it connect your calendar? Somebody has permission, somebody doesn't have permission. People can chat, other people can't chat. I have one lesson where I can never type anything. And I don't know I've tried. We've had a whole lesson about it.
Yeah.
They've referred me to their tech person who's contacted me and had remote connection with my laptop.
Really?
They've not been able to... There's settings on it that are just like, you need to have some kind of special qualification.
Yeah, I agree. Some of them are really difficult, and that is one of them.
Now it's dividing itself into two windows. I've got like a camera window and then the kind of chat box window with all the groups that I teach. I can't make them connect. I don't know how they connect.
Idea.
I close one, the other stays open. It's a nightmare.
It's a mystery. What's the longest you've been kept in the waiting room?
Well, I don't stay in that waiting room, to be honest.
Oh.
If I'm there for more than a couple of minutes, I just leave and then
do you?
type something. Well, I leave and then I write to the students, hello, is anybody in the chat?
I thought you'd be really patient. You'd just sit there for like 20 minutes until...
No, I'd stay there 5 minutes, and if nobody's actually allowed me in, I would just write to the student, I tried to join, tell me when you're ready.
Oh, I just stay there until somebody lets me in.
No, I don't. I don't know why. I kind of feel like that's my time.
It's like you tried the door and it was locked, so I'm going to walk away.
Yeah, I need to go and get someone with a key. So I've got a kind of old school style.
See, I would just keep trying the door handle. It's going to open eventually.
And it does. It really does online. But I'm like physically thinking it's a door. But no, I think I do a combination now of like WhatsApp or email or even just text someone. I usually have my students available like on some kind of other platform, not just that one.
Okay, yeah.
So then we can chat and say, well, often it's like, I'm waiting in the waiting room as well, and the person who is the administrator isn't part of the lesson today, so then we have to find a way of getting in.
Oh, no.
And we can't.
Okay, so there's one administrator and they're not present in the lesson that day.
Yeah.
So you can't go into the chat room. You can't the video.
I think last week there were three of us trying to get into a meeting.
So what did you do?
We ended up texting the person who did administrate the meeting, and she was on holiday, and she just went to a meeting arrangement, came and said, hello, I'm letting you in.
She let you in.
And then she left.
Have a nice holiday.
Yeah.
Could you not have made a new...
Well, this is the thing, if somebody takes the initiative to actually create a new invitation and send it to everyone, fine, if you know how to do it. I'm not an administrator. Yeah. I don't know how to do that. Maybe that's what I need to learn to do, but I don't think I have an account. I don't even know if I have an account. It's like I'm using the app, but is it the app? Is it online? Is it on my laptop?
I wonder if
I don't know where it is.
I wonder if everybody else is having these sorts of problems, teachers and students, of like how to use this technology, because we're using it, but do we know how to use it?
Do you know, Gav? I'm asking you. You're sitting with me. Do you understand how it works?
I understand some of it, but not all of it, no, because there's just too many platforms that I'm using. It's like 5 different platforms, and I must admit, I only know the basics of all of them.
Right.
But if I had to do something complicated, I would be lost. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sharing the screen is great if you've got, again,
typing in the chat,
to do it.
That's my level.
I just about shared audio the other day, and it was like, whoa. I've shared my laptop audio.
That's pretty cool.
I've moved up to the next level now.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I've been in touch with TEFL.net, and I just said to them, excuse me, would you mind if I used your fabulous quiz in our podcast this week? And they said, go ahead, Gav. So I thought, I'm going to test you on parts of speech.
Oh, fun. Okay. Just before we do that, though, can you just explain what TEFL.net is and what the website is about? Is it just a kind of resource website?
That's exactly what it is. It's got loads of resources, tells you about TEFL, what the TEFL is. It's got a jobs board. It's also got loads of blogs and stuff for teachers if they're interested in learning a bit more.
Okay, nice. So thanks, Gav. That was great. Really enjoyed talking to you. And same time next week.
Ready? Question 1. Okay. And listeners, students and teachers, this is for you too. I will pause before I give the answer.
Is it hard?
Please add your points up at the end. It's out of 10. If you get 10 out of 10, then I'm going to give you a virtual hug.
Oh, okay. They're free.
Or perhaps just a friendly wave.
Yeah.
That sounds really weird. Okay, question 1. Which of these describes a noun or pronoun? A, an adverb. B, an adjective. Or C, a proper noun?
Well, I think that's B, Gav, adjective.
Okay, I'm going to put B for your answer. We'll give you the answers at the end, see which ones you got right. Number 2, which determiner is an article? Is it an, my, or one? Which determiner is an article? An, my, or one?
I think it's A. An,
okay. So,
which A is also.
I didn't want to say A, an, B, my, and C, because that would.
How am I going to know if I've got it right?
I'm going to check your answers at the end.
Right, have I got to remember what I said?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I know you would like what you're like with tests. It doesn't matter what the results are.
It doesn't matter.
It's just doing it.
Everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. Number 3, determiners come at the beginning of A, adverbial clauses, B, noun phrases, C, indirect objects. Determiners come at the beginning of A, adverbial clauses, B, noun phrases, or C, indirect objects.
Noun phrases?
Okay, B, noun phrases. Now, don't worry if you get any of these wrong. It's not a problem. Nobody's going to hear. Number 4, learning the parts of speech helps learners to A, pronounce words correctly, B, construct sentences correctly, or C, understand accents correctly.
I think that's B. Construct the sentence.
Okay, so learning parts of speech helps learners to construct sentences correctly is M's answer. Number 5, a pronoun is a word that replaces A, an adjective, B, a verb, or C, a noun. A pronoun is a word that replaces A, an adjective, B, a verb, or C, a noun.
C, a noun. I'm not enjoying this, Gav.
Yes, you are. You're having loads of fun. Number 6. Which are capitalised at all times? A, proper nouns, B, compound nouns, or C, possessive nouns?
Proper nouns.
Number 7, a word that describes an action or state is...
A verb.
Okay. A, a verb, B, an adverb, or C, a noun. Okay, you're going for A, a verb.
You don't do this to your students, do you?
Not often, no.
No. Why do you do it to me?
You love quizzes. Come on, you're having loads of fun. Now, which are prepositions? A. It's really difficult saying B. I'm not going to say A, B, or C. I'm just going to give you the answer.
All
so,
right.
which are prepositions? Be, go, do, but, so, or, by, to, at.
The last one.
The last 3, yeah. Okay, by,
The
to,
last
at.
3. The last section.
Okay. So, number 9, which are conjunctions? Be, go, do, but, so, or, by, to, at.
I think it's B.
It's B, but, so, or.
Can we make a song? This is kind of cool.
It is. I might sing these later for the outro. Okay.
Do.
Final question, Em.
Thank God
All right.
for
Here we
that.
go.
Go on.
Here we go. Which are defined as, quote, words that are joined or connected parts of a sentence. Which are defined as, quote, words that join or connect parts of a sentence. A, prepositions. B, determiners. C, conjunctions.
Is there a D? It was rising intonation, like there was going to be another one.
A, prepositions, B, determiners, or C, conjunctions.
That would be conjunctions.
Okay, Em.
I think it got a bit easier at the end. The first bit was quite hard.
It did, didn't it? I think they should have changed the questions around. Right, no, it is a great quiz. I love this quiz. Check your answers. Your score is M. You just got 100%.
What a relief
That is brilliant. So everybody, if you got these answers, number 1 was an adjective, number 2, an, number 3 was noun phrases, number 4, construct sentences, number 5, a noun, number 6, proper nouns, number 7, a verb, number 8, by, to, at, number 9, but, so, or, and number 10, conjunctions. Congratulations. Little pat on the back, very friendly hug or wave, whichever you prefer.
And I know if I did that to you, you would just refuse to do it. So, next week,
welcome.
Gav, it's your turn.
I love quizzes. I'm very happy to do a quiz. Well, right, I think we have taken enough of these people's time.
Okay.
And unless you've got anything else that you did online this week.
No, I think that's it. I'm just looking forward to a nice walk because I have a slightly numb bum.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
from sitting down all day.
On that message, I think we should thank all the listeners. Thanks for following us. All the people on YouTube, absolutely brilliant. Thanks to the people on Facebook. You're absolutely fantastic people. Twitter. Not much is happening on Twitter and Instagram, all these wonderful people. Please let us know what you did this week online, and we'd love to
hear about it.
Thanks, Em.
Thanks, Gav.
Have a nice walk. See ya.
Bye.